Welcome to yet another part of the 1 to 350 scale Trumpeter's Varyag Slava class cruiser, I think it is. I have a confession to make. I told you guys that I would do the hull first, and then I would just assemble the hull and then crack on. But I got a little bit more enthusiastic, so you have to apologize. I have to apologize. So I've gotten a little bit further, and while the hull was drying, see here, as the hull was drying, I felt it was necessary to crack on a little bit. So what I've done, I've masked the lower part of the hull, and I sanded it good as I can do it. It's not perfect, but I'm not after perfect. I'm just after a pretty good finish. It's not supposed to be spick and spam under here. What I've done specifically on this model is that the rudder, I've done a little bit of tweaking. If you can see, what I've done is I've basically made this whole section, the section that is glued to the hull, a lot thinner. So I've sanded a lot on that part. I did the same thing on these torpedo, or the rear torpedo struts, or whatever you call it. Basically, I sanded the edges on both sides, on the back side, on the front side, on front and the back, so they are more concave now and a lot thinner, because the part right out of the set is just a rectangle with really sharp edges. So I've basically sanded it down to make them a little bit more thinner and sharper. So I hope it looks a little bit better. And I'm not going to touch this very much, because I just put on the third coat, and I'm going to leave it to dry a little bit longer. So I'm going to put that away. But as you can see from the photo etch parts, I've been a naughty boy, and I've started assembling some of the radars. In specific, and that specifically is the top pair radar, which is the first one here. That one. And getting all these parts aligned and correct, that was a real pain in the butt. Also, this part here was also a real pain in the butt. A lot of fiddling, and but I managed to do it in the end. But my temper was really high. A lot of swear words was uttered during the assembly, but I managed to do it. The next day I forgot to start recording, and I cracked on the top steer radar, and I've done this part already, as you can see here. And I'm going to see. lot of thin, small parts. But I think I managed to do it pretty okay. And so yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to continue assembling the big one, the big part here. That one. But I wanted to show you the top pair radar, because I've completed that one, and I've already put it in a convenient little box, and I have to say that it looks pretty okay. I think I managed to do a fairly decent job of replicating top steer. I'm going to show you here. So almost like a little gem. Part-wise, not many parts, but the challenging part was when we had to the back part here, because you have to bend the radar screen itself, and then add, at least on this side here, back part, it's like a mesh, and it's only 3 small studs that connects to the front part of the radar. 3 studs there, 3 studs there, and getting those to stick with the glue was a real pain in the butt, but managed to do it. So next thing on the agenda for today is to work on, sorry, I'm gonna put this back again. I know for a fact that I'm so clumsy, and I'm going to take this little other part here, put it right there, close the lid, because I know I'm clumsy. So if I'll just leave it out in the open, it'll probably be squashed. So I've done step 1 and I've done step 2. So now we are going to do step 3, and as you can see, this one here is basically the same as that one and that one. It has a mesh on the back of it, and I'm not sure how to interpret the bend top down 90 degrees. So that part needs to be bent 90 degrees, and the sides needs to be bent forward. The curved part 6 slightly more than part 5. So basically what it says that, okay, the angle of this curve, this has to be a little bit sharper. We also need to have, so in total there are 1, 2, 3, 4 parts only. Oh yeah, and 5 parts. I've already done these 2 here on that part, and that part is ready. This is done. So basically we need to do step 3, put step 3 onto these 2 on this part here, and we're basically done. So let's see what we can do. Sorry, I'm sniffling a little bit. It's -3 or -4 degrees now in my little hometown. So at -8 this morning. So the weather is kind of cold. What happened here? So let's see if we can do that one. So need to bend that slightly. I'm gonna go with a big part. This is really cool little thing from this spot rolling set. Really heavy duty. This one is the 16mm. So basically what we're doing is that to roll it. Curve. Well, that didn't. Well, let's go for a smaller one. Yep, that worked much better. Oops. As I said, easy to really mess this up. I think I see. Lost my internet connection. And that won't work. Here we go. This here. Well, that was fun. My internet connection died, or basically dropped out. So let's crack on, see what we can do here. Guess that this is damn it. So I guess this is a pretty okay curve. Yeah, a little bit more. That's okay. So to bend this, $90. That. Comes the fun part. To fix this. Too much of an angle, I think. 1 second. Yeah, that's better. So this part. So what I need to do now is make that part angle a little bit more than this part. This is the top part, so we need to bend this 90 degrees towards, be like this. So let's see. This is more bent than this part. Yep, that looks good. So what does the instructions say? Bend top 90 degrees. And we'll need to straighten this out, because now you can see this part here is also bent. And I think this is not supposed to be bent. Straighten that out a little bit. I'm not sure if these are supposed to be bent. We'll see. Let's check out. Right here. This is fiddly stuff. Really, really fiddly. I'm not sure how. Is this supposed to be like this? It doesn't say quite exactly. Two holes on the top of this. Two small holes here. One to the right and one to the left. And the left one fits this little sucker. But then it's not aligned in the middle. Where is it? Actually, it is. That is weird. That is so weird. But this little part that we have here, you can see it has a big little notch, a small one, and those two fit right into these two here. And that part fits on that little thing here, that little hook. So that means that this part here needs to be connected like this. Or, yeah, like that. Okay. Glue time. But I need something. I need to make a gap between the front part of the radar and so this gap here is maintained while I glue these two together. I could either hold it in my hand, in my fingers, and just let the glue set, or you try to figure out another way. I think I'm gonna try to glue it like this. Yeah, that'll work. And I need super glue. Toothpick. Line these and those are pretty aligned. Oh, these. glue is on. This slow curing super glue, so I have the time to adjust. Just blowing on it now. I'm not going to use kicker because kicker makes the super glue a little bit more brittle than if it can cure an ordinary. Need also to maybe able to wait a little bit. Looks like we got it. You can see now they're not completely aligned. I'm going to keep the tweezer onto this one here and then try to bend it a little bit. This. Better. And then I know that if I do more now, what I should do now is just leave it. Because this is still curing. Because if I work more, I continue doing things now, I know that I will probably wreck it. But what I want to do is, there are two small lines here. These I would like to bend in towards the front part of the radar screen, just to give it a little bit more support. And then we need to start blowing again. And then continue on the other side and do the same thing there. But again, we need to do more. I want to stick. Bend it a little bit more. There we go. Let's try to do it on. Let's try to do it on the two. There. Now you can see the two small beams, or whatever you can call it, are connected to the front part. Now we need to dab a little bit of glue on it. Not too much, because the super glue, if you leave the blob there so that it sets, it'll cover the fine mesh, and when you then spray it afterwards, the paint will hit that blob and you'll see not a mesh but something totally covered. What I'm trying to do is not make a lot of problems. Again, you don't want to make any problems for yourself. I guess you need to steer away from photo etch, I guess. It can be very rewarding when you manage to do it correctly. Real pain in the ass when it doesn't want to conform or stick or stick together. The parts want to join together as you want them to, and then you have a problem. So we're done with this part now. Now we need to put this part number 7, which is that little part, and we need to put that into 2 holes that are here and here. So, ouch. Tweezers. Correctly. Simply there. Add some glue. And then on and like that. 90 degrees. Sometimes even my fingers without any glue on it makes the part stick to the finger. I don't know why. kind of frustrating. What I'm trying now is to basically this 90 degrees, and I managed to do that now. So next thing, part number 8. I guess it seems kind of daunting, or seems kind of overwhelming when you see all of this. But it's not actually that bad. Because if you just divide the things into their different components, there isn't a lot of parts actually. So don't look at the fret as a whole. Divide it up and just take one part at a time. I find that much more easier to work with, and my motivation, at least, my motivation is much better when I don't look at all the parts as a whole, just divide it up. So now, here we go. That's going to happen a couple of times, I guess. Do this a little bit more. Then we can add some glue. A little bit glue here. Like that. Happy little radars. There we go. Pretty good. So next thing that we need to do is put the small dish on the top of it. And that's part number 9. That part, number 9, and that one. Got some glue in there. Yep. going to get that away. So what I need to do now is just cut away the one of the small little pegs. There. Like that. That happens not that often, but sometimes it does, and then you have to see if you can hooks the part in anyway. So just need to get it standing upright. We managed to do now. So that's it done. Now we need to mount it on this one part here. That gently there. Get my. You can see also I need to fix this little part before I do anything else, because there was a small dent in the plastic. So just easily brush that and sand that away. Like that. So on that side there, a little bit, and then I need to put some glue. Then this to the rest of the radar. The fun thing is, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this, because you have the top steer radar, but on some ships they had a top plate radar, which are just plates, I guess. Oh, it's so hard to see, but get in. Yeah, and use my fingers. So sticky. There we go. And a part fell off. this. Need to some of this super glue away so it doesn't make any unnecessary blobs. You can see here on super glue. Pull back into the part. Not 100% in. There you go. Do that on the other side too, perhaps? Nope. Shit. So frustrating because I need to know in what direction I'm holding my tweezers. So when I reverse the action, I'm not pulling the part out. I need to go straight down in and then straight up. I think I got it. Now I just need to put that part on top here again. Oh. Oh. Get the part. Find the glue. A little excess. Oh, that's too much. Oops. As Jim Carrey once said, like a glove. There you have it. That's the top steer radar. And as you can see here, alternate radar for top steer on some ships. Consult references. So if I want to build the Varyag, I just need to see what version of the ship had the top plates and the top steer. Did the top steer come before the did the top steer come before the top plate radar, or vice versa? So yeah, we need to check that out and decide. I think this looks kind of cool, like the flats. How the flats radars, the big radar here, which are curved, and then you have on the other mast have this one, because having two that are basically curved is kind of cool, and it's been cool. It's been fun building it, but if I want to have some, let's say, variation regarding the radars, I would go for this. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to build all 3 radars, and then when it comes to that time when I need to take that decision, then I will do that and see what how it looks. So yeah, I guess that's it for today. Building the this is the first time that I've built, as I said earlier. This is the first time that I built 1:350 scale photo etch. And the details, at least for the gold medal model photo etch parts, are just gold. I'm actually surprised over the details, and I really enjoy building it. Even though the parts are almost too small for me because of my hands and how much I shake, it's doable, but you just need to take the time. Take one part at a time, and then just push it away, leave it. Let's check out the hull. See what's cooking there. That looks pretty good. Decent enough. Finish is pretty okay. But before I do anything else, I'm going to take these 2 parts, put it in the box, and you can see how the masking, because I've seen on the ship it has a red hull and then a thin white line, and then the Russian gray. I think this is Tamiya tape. Definitely not Tamiya tape, I think. A little bit scared now. Oh yeah, looks good. Need to sand this a little bit off. Like, I forgot to mask this part. My eagerness to get the hull done. So there is one thing that you should learn from this is don't rush it. Double check that your masking is covering the whole model, so you're not left with this kind of thing. And I can hear that it's a difference, so I need to sand this gently off. I can feel that there is an edge here, so I'm going to see if I can smoothen that out a little bit. So the next thing we need to do is I think put the gray on. No, the white on, and then the gray on top of that. So we get the little nice little white line. Yeah, but overall looks pretty okay. So I'm going to do this off. Take off this off screen, and when we come back, I will be masking for the white line. Or I think I need. I'm going for the gray. I'm going for the whole first, and then put the white line on top. I think that's what I'm going to do. And we're also going to look at the propellers and see if there is something that we can. If there is something needed to be done regarding the thickness of the propeller itself, and of course. Need to check out the shaft, what kind of color that needs to have, if it's steel or bronze or something else. Yeah, well, I guess that's it. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to try to do some photo etch, go ahead. It's fun. It surely is. But you just need to take the time. Okay? So until next time, have fun.